Hi, John. I'm Justin. I'm going to be your occupational therapist today. How are you feeling today?
I'm feeling okay.
Okay. On a scale of like 1 to 10, how's your pain?
Probably like a 3, just my leg feels a little swollen.
Okay. Yeah, we can definitely like tell someone about that, and we'll work on that in our session. I know that you're experiencing some challenges with like sitting to standing and standing for long periods of time. I know the prosthetic is newer to you, so we're going to work on that in our sessions. I know in our past sessions that there was some challenges with your daily living routine and some of the tasks in the morning, like waking up and standing on your prosthesis when you're doing like brushing your teeth and doing all that stuff. So is that something you'd want to work on in our session today?
Yeah.
Okay. So I was thinking we can start by working on brushing your teeth, and we'll be like sitting to standing. So we'll stand while you're brushing your teeth, and we'll see how that kind of goes. We can kind of work on that. How does that sound?
That sounds good.
Okay. Any concerns before we start? Any
Now, I have been having some trouble, holding things. Just my upper extremity, or my upper body is kind of weak. So I may need some help with that. But
Okay.
I definitely want to get started on that for
Yeah,
sure.
we could definitely work on that, and brushing your teeth is perfect for that, so we'll work on that. And then I'm just gonna put this on you. It's called a gait belt, just so when you're sitting, going from like sitting to standing, just so I can kind of have a good safety support for you. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm just gonna put this on you quickly. Okay, and now that it's just good, is that feel good? Okay. So now we're gonna go to the your bathroom, and then we're gonna start from there.
All right. Perfect.
Okay, so now we're in the bathroom, so we're gonna be doing the toothbrush today. So first, we're gonna be going from sit to stand.
Okay.
And then after that, I'm gonna kind of walk you through how you should, kind of with like an energy conservation technique. So we're gonna just kind of like grab the toothbrush and then grab the toothpaste, kind of put it on, and then we're gonna brush your teeth. And then at that point, if you feel like, I know your your left leg is a little bit swollen, so if that's too much for you, then we can kind of sit back down. That's why the wheelchair's here for you, and then we'll kind of go from there. Do you have any questions before we start?
No, I think I'm good.
Okay. So first, what you're gonna do, so I know this is a little bit new for you with the prosthetic, so kind of just make your weight distribution the same. I know it might be a little bit, you might want to put more on the left side to kind of not put so much on, but we kind of encourage you to do that, like to put more on the prosthetic side. So kind of just feel it out and see how it feels. Okay, so first what we're gonna do is you're gonna go up here to your best of your ability. I got you in the back just in case. Okay. How does that feel?
It feels good.
Okay. And then do you feel like you're putting weight equally in each?
Yeah,
Okay.
I do.
Okay. So now what you're gonna do is you're gonna grab your toothbrush from the sink as best of your ability.
My arm just feels a little
Okay, I can help you through it. You're just gonna grab that. And then you're just gonna grab the toothpaste from on the other side with your other arm. And then you're just gonna put it on the toothbrush. Okay, and then you'll just have place the toothpaste down on the side, and then just put it right up to your mouth and just to the best of your ability.
My arm just kind of hurts
a
little
little
bit.
It hurts?
It just feels a little weak.
Okay, I can help you do it. Okay. How does that feel?
It feels good. My leg definitely hurts.
Do you want to take a break?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so you can sit back down. So how did that feel with both of your...
It did feel
legs?
good. I just got a little bit tired.
Okay.
But it felt fine putting weight through both of the legs.
Yeah. Okay, so we'll come back up now.
Okay.
And then we'll just finish your toothbrush routine. Okay, and then you'll just put the sink on and wash it, and then you'll place it back down. Okay, and then we're gonna sit back down. So you're just gonna, you're gonna put your hand right there, and then, perfect. So how did that feel?
That did feel good. My upper body still kind of feels a little weak, so reaching for it was a little bit difficult, but I did feel good with both of my legs being kind of stable on the ground.
Okay.
Just my left leg is a little bit swollen, so it did kind of hurt, and I got a little bit tired at the end.
Okay. So, do you feel like this is a pretty, like, okay way of doing the task, or do you think we should kind of change things up a little bit?
No, I think it was
Do you think
my
the
first
wheelchair-
time doing it,
Mhm.
so I think I can work on getting better at it.
Yeah.
I think this is a good start. I feel
Mhm.
good about working on this more.
Do you think the wheelchair is good to have here for when you need a break?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, so that's good. And then, do you kind of feel a little bit less, like, worried about doing these tests in the morning now that you kind of went through it for the first time?
that
But
was
we're
a
still
good
gonna work
start.
on it.
That was a good start.
Okay. And then, how's your pain? Is it still a 3, or do you think it got a little bit worse?
No, I'd say it's still a 3.
Okay, and do you feel like your leg is still very swollen, or?
I do feel like it's swollen still, but not painful, just uncomfortable.
Okay. And then, when we're going through these different tasks, do you feel that, like, there's any other ways that you might think it would be easier for you to do, or do you think this is okay just for me to kind of?
Yeah, I think taking breaks is definitely helpful.
Okay.
And having the wheelchair so I can sit back down.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm a little bit nervous that I'm not going to be able to do these tasks how I used to be. So
Okay. Yeah.
this was.
We're gonna work on that, and I feel like you did really good in the first start. So, well, it'll definitely get a lot better. And then for our next sessions, is there anything else you would want to work on? Do you want to keep on doing different personal hygiene tasks?
Yeah.
So, like, maybe you could start with brushing your hair or like washing your face.
Yeah, that would be really great.
Okay. So yeah, we definitely work on that. Is there anything else that you feel a little hesitant about doing, or do you think this is too much for?
No, I think this is good. I do really want to get back to being able to do my routines that I used to be able to do, so I think this was a good start.
Okay, and then as far as the gait belt, do you feel like me helping you up, was that a lot for you to do? Like, if you were going to do that without a gait belt, do you think like you can do a sit to stand with?
I think I'm getting better at it.
Okay.
I don't feel 100% confident doing it by myself, but I do.
Yeah, because I feel like that's an important part of the prosthetic. Because like sometimes it's hard for people in the beginning to do that weight shift while they're standing.
Yeah.
So okay, well we'll definitely work on this stuff. I'll write this down in my notes so I know for next time.
All right.
And is there anything else that you have any concern about, or any interests for next session?
No, I just really want to be able to get back to doing things.
Okay.
But I feel a lot more confident now. This was a good start.
Yeah. Okay. Sounds good. So we'll go back to the living room and then we're all good.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.